Hello, just bring you back. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. You're back in the room. Just doing a little bit more on the Bandit and looking at this recording. I'm not sure if the picture is synced with the sound, so apologies for that if it's a bit out. Yeah, just a little bit more increments on the Bandit. Been painting the mid controls, or whatever you call it, because I wanted all of the little accessory bracket bits the same colour as the forks, because I like that colour better, which is always unprepared. That's what I'm using. Just get it from Amazon or eBay, and even my local car shop, which is probably closed at the moment. Even they do this stuff. Yeah, really like this. It's a semi gloss. You can have it as the finish. You don't have to lacquer it. And I like the colour. It's a bit darker, bit not gunmetal, but it's darker than the bright silver that I did the rear peg hangers, which I'm going to do again. I'm waffling. I'll show you the bike. Okay. I had a few changes of mind when I was doing this. Unlike the rears where I painted the pegs as well, I decided not to paint the pegs, just to do the backing plates, and I've polished all the rest of it. I've just polished, and these bits here, see where it's a bit old and scabby, I figured I'm not going to paint them, because as I've just done, I've just cleaned that all out with WD and put some grease in there, because there's a moving parts, and I've done all the other little moving parts. And this rod, I've polished it. I'll polish this rod a few times and it should come up. I decided just to do the cast alley backing plates as opposed to all the moving bits, because I mean there's plenty of wear and tear on this bike, and if I paint the moving parts, the paint's going to rub off. So, and then I decided that when I paint these again in this colour, that colour, I've decided I'm not going to paint the pegs again that I've already done, because they're not too far away from the sort of the polished alley colour is not too far away from this bright silver. So I'm going to take these off and just redo them in that colour and leave the actual peg bits in the bright silver, if that makes any sense. So yeah, painted both sides of this. Now I did it on the bike because, like I've said before, at some point in the future all of these bits will be coming off and getting powder coated. So I figured I've got all the time in the world at the moment, so I carefully masked everything off, and I just sanded it and etched it, sanded it, did it all on the bike. There's one tiny little hair in there, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. So I decided to do it on the bike. It'll keep it tidy for now, and then eventually they'll all be getting powder coated. And same on this side. So yeah, I literally masked everything off and just worked around it and give it a coat that's tidy for now. And yeah, so these will be coming off, and in the same colour. I like this. It's not so bright in your face colour on a bike that's quite old and worn. That's a bit violent, and strangely enough, although I thought this was a perfect match for this, actually this is more of a perfect match for this, so bonus. Okay, let's turn you round again. Still haven't got the paint yet, haven't got the red yet, but in the current situation that will come when it comes. I'm not pressing anyone for that. That's another little separate project, just to touch in the red frame bits. And tank, get these dents out. Anyway, yeah, it's all coming together. Shame we can't go out and actually ride it, but there you go. Right, quick question before I go and sign off. Look at this rear fender. there was some gaffer tape. So I pulled the gaffer tape off and it revealed these holes. Something in there. Now, I know there's still gaffer tape around the edges, but they appear to be very neatly, squarely, almost like punched out. That stuff around the edge is just the old gaffer tape. Absolutely no idea why they're there. Should they be there? If so, should there be some plugs in there? I don't know what that is. I suppose if I took the seat off and had a look from the top side. Yeah, I'm going to clean this off properly, because these holes are actually really square cut, almost like it's been moulded like that. But I don't know, maybe somebody had something different on the bike, some accessory. You never know. Anyway, that's what I'm asking the question. Anybody know what they're for? I'll find out what they're for and work out some way of covering them up, filling them up. Right, back indoors, in the shed. Okay, well, I guess I should have looked under the seat first. They are where little stand-ups and things on the underside of the seat, the other side of the fender liner, plastic mudguard thing, under tray. It's where it's punched for stand-ups, so the material that's missing there has actually been punched and moulded through and made little hooks for holding things. So there you go. I guess that's what they're for. I'm guessing there would have been some tape. There's some packing tape on the top side under the seat. I don't know. I've never seen that before, but there might be some little plugs that are supposed to go in, rubber plugs. If not, I will just re-tape. Maybe put some black silicone in the holes. Okay, so that's that dealt with. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of this video. Well, it's not the end of this video, because I'm just going to waffle on about stuff now, as I usually do. Bit of a catch-up. A few months ago was having a bit of a YouTube wobble, because my channel's tiny and I just do what I do, and I wasn't sure whether I should carry on doing it when there's people out there doing a brilliant job. But lots of lovely people told me, just carry on doing what you're doing, you're fine, we watch it. So there you go. So of my almost 500 subscribers, which David Moto Mirius let me know yesterday, I've got nearly 500 subscribers, which is bloody fantastic, considering I've got nothing specific going on my channel. It's just bits of this and bits of that. Yeah, so of my 500 subscribers, about 40 or 50 people watch every video, and about 20 people comment on every video, which is fantastic. So that, you know, a few very nice comments led me to just carry on being me. I was worried about my camera's works crap and the lighting and the sound and the present, everything. And 2 or 3 people who hadn't commented before at all in one of my videos said, it's fine, just be you, carry on being you, you're fine. It's like going round someone's shed for a cuppa and a chat, which I thought was, oh, that's fantastic. So that completely changed my mind. Anyway, sort of related to that subject, there's loads and loads of YouTubers that I subscribe to. I quite often mention, there's too many to mention, I will miss some out if I mention it, but if you look on my channel, you'll find who I am subscribed to. You all know this because it's the same for everyone. Anyway, BIKERVATION. Just check him out. Please subscribe to BIKERVATION. Great guy, Chris. He's not quite new to YouTubing. He's been doing it a while, but he wants to sort of build up his channel and that. He's fantastic, really great, genuine, fantastic guy. He had a video the other day which he was saying he needs more subscribers. He's only got whatever it is, 150 or so subscribers. Well, his production and the content and everything about what he does is 100 times better than anything I ever do. And I've got 500 subscribers and 40 odd people who regularly chat with me and watch all my videos. Now, I sent him a message and said, Chris, the subs will come. So please check out BIKERVATION and subscribe to him. I remember when Mackie Bass, that's Cambridge Pinstriping, Mackie Bass is the YouTube channel. I remember when he was first sort of collaborated with Doughboys Garage, and he had like a handful of subscribers. Now he's in thousands and thousands of subscribers because Doughboys Garage supported him, advertised his whereabouts, you know what I mean. Gave him a shout out, lots of shout outs. So please, 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 BIKERVATION, check him out. Brilliant. What a wonderful guy, Chris. So genuine. And also, there's another one I watch, which is not bike related whatsoever, but then again, I like a bit of everything. NITROSILVIA. Now, I've had many past lives as various different. Started as a coach builder at Dormobile, became a mechanic at British Leyland, Austin Rover, later Rover. I then became a Toyota mechanic. I then went into body shop and ended up running my own body shop, crash repair centre, body shop, spraying, that sort of thing. I then ended up going into industrial coating, and I was the works manager of a big powder coating and wet coating plant down in Kent, etc, etc, etc. I've been the scaffolder for 18 years now, although I don't really do a lot of scaffolding. I just point at stuff and get people to do it for me. So, and now I've completely lost where I was going. NITROSILVIA, Rovers, mostly Rovers, SD1 Rovers, 800s, 400s, 200s, mostly SD1s. So if you're interested in old Rovers, or just, the guy has no facilities whatsoever, a bit like me, but what he achieves in welding and reconstructing completely and utterly what you would think was just not even fit for the scrap crushers because there's no metal left in them. He just rebuilds SD1 Rovers, but just bit by bit, and he's really meticulous. He's got a damp old garage falling apart. It's you know, he hasn't got any big workshop facilities. The stuff I used to do in a massive, paid for, well equipped workshop with all the beautiful facilities, he's achieving at home in his garage with nothing, absolute the bare minimum of bits, and his results are as good as any. Anyway, NITROSILVIA, check him out. BIKERVATION, check him out. And that's far too long a waffle. Cheers. I've been Springy. Peace and love. See you soon. I'll get the rear bits resprayed and then wait for the red stuff to come for the frame. Need to really order something for the engine, paint wise. But little steps. Peace and love. See you soon. I've been Springy.